Italy. And so first of all, let me thank you, Jose, Luis, and the organization for inviting me. It's my first Readmagine, and I'm, really enjoying it. So thank you for and I'm excited to be here and to share a little bit of my experience. We are, still at the beginning of our international journey, but I can share some thoughts and some, comments on that. So I am the CEO of Streetlib, and Streetlib is a platform for the publishing industry. So we try our best to empower publishers and content creators. Yeah, our approach is we focus most of our energy on the tech side of the business because we are, developers. I myself, I have a very technical background. We believe that, we are pretty lucky nowadays because thanks to technology, our lives and our businesses can do much more with less. So we try to apply economic of scales thanks to technology. And so we try our best to build and provide a modern platform for publishers and creators to help them succeed and to help them thrive in nowadays digital economies. So just a few words about Streetlib, and then I really look forward to engage our conversation with Jens and Arantxa about the internationalization topics that we've been discussing. So basically, we provide a platform for digital distribution, meaning that we manage ebooks, audiobooks, and POD. So basically, as a publisher, you can just create an account on Streetlib, you can upload your catalog, and you can manage all your business throughout our web and mobile apps. We created over the years a network of more than 70 distribution channels, distribution partners that are selling those content. So basically, we try to be as wide as possible, as open as possible in building this network in order to provide to our publishers, the maximum upside in using our platform. Of course, on top of the distribution service, we see the distribution as our foundation, on top of which we want to provide additional services to publishers. So basically, nowadays, we are helping them out in end-to-end along the value chain, providing production service, digital transformation service of any kind, integrated their own systems, as well as metadata and catalog management, royalties and billing, business intelligence services, and of course also the digital printing service. The digital printing has been added in the last few years thanks to the innovation in this sector. And we are still a very small company, as I was saying before. We've been around for a while. We went through a lot of ups and downs during the years, but nowadays we have offices in Italy and in New York City. We are still a small team, as I said, with big ideas then, though. In 2020, just to give you some figures, we manage approximately 500,000 digital items across ebooks, audiobooks, and POD. And we pay the royalties to about 7,200 right holders, publishers, publishing house of any kind, and also creators or self-publishers. Yeah, so that's so I just wanted to point out a few basic, topics like challenges and opportunities of being an European company and growing a company from Italy, in my case. I'm sure that we will be discussing those topics, in our conversation later. I just want to add that, in front of those challenges and opportunities, what has been our approach so far. We decided to be globally inclusive from day one, meaning that we not only welcome publishing organizations or institutions or publishing houses, but we also welcome creators, so the individuals, so the self-publishers. And this has been a big topic for us because, of course, those are two very different markets and requires different skills and different technology. So we wanted to be very inclusive, and this is also can be also seen as a need, as a company, as a small company, working in a relatively small local market with a lot of challenges. Being open to everybody, of course, gives you some upsides. Only if you can manage, those challenges then. So our technology platform is very scalable. We have very, lean, very, clear onboarding processes for managing, this amount of content. And so that has been our approach. This is a very important point, in my opinion. Another point I want to make is that we strive to build a truly global distribution network. And this is something that we have in common probably with Bookwire. But there are many other companies, distribution companies all around the world that are more local. And so I think that this is also important nowadays because we see the publishing ecosystem as a truly global market. Also in terms of content, as a publisher, there's never been a better time than today, in my opinion, because today you can actually access the worldwide digital economy, thanks to technology. So the other point I want to make is that we decided to adopt the gateway model in order to add value to any local communities, any local publishing communities we are interacting with, meaning that when we look at a country, we usually try to analyze the local market, so local publishers willing to sell into the local bookstores, or the export market, local publishers, local content, selling content through the international bookstores, and the export dynamic, the export model, meaning the international publishers willing to sell into the local bookstores, okay? And we try to analyze those three vectors and to try to understand where we can add more value for the local publishing community, okay? Another thing I want to add is that, we also put some effort in building this, I call it side project. It's the new publishing standard. It's an online magazine where we offer, articles and analysis, deep analysis about the global publishing opportunities. And, we like to see it as a way to do big claims about publishing opportunities all around the world thanks to digital technologies, because then with Streetlib, we wanted to execute, we wanted to fill the gap and to help publishers to get those and to reach those opportunities. So if you don't know it, I strongly suggest you to give a look because, sometimes you might find some, good analysis, especially from the non-Western, regarding the non-Western publishing, dynamics. Yeah, the last point I want to make is that, we try to celebrate different, diversity within our team. So even if we are a small team, but we try to engage a lot of people internationally. The team is spread across different continents. So I think that this is a very important point. If you really want to be successful with a diverse customer base, first of all, you have to be able to celebrate the diversity within the team. Otherwise, it's very complicated to connect with people. Yeah, so those are some points I want to make, but I really look forward now to our conversations. Thank you.
Thank you, Jacopo.